Okay, here we go. Reviews. I am reviews.
Hey guys and girls, it's me, Rocket.
Does that make any sense? I don't know. Whatever. Hey Daniel, are you ready?
Oh yeah, Daniel's ready. Oh wait, hang on, hold up. We can't do this or else Disney's gonna block this video just like last time. So let's just get on with it, shall we? Hey guys and girls, it's me, Rocket, and let me tell you a little story. Around 2011, a young boy named Daniel decided to create a YouTube account so he can catch up with all the content that people are creating about his favorite animated movie, Disney Pixar's Cars. Soon enough, he realized that, hey, maybe I can make videos about my favorite animated movie. And thus, he began creating content for his little channel that is called Super Daniel Rocket, combining his two favorite words alongside his own name. And thus began the escapades of this guy right here. That's right, this is my version of saying, without this person, I wouldn't be here. And well, in this case, if it weren't for this car, yeah. But of course, the question remains. Sure, this is an integral part of my childhood, but is it really that good? Well, it's Pixar, so I'm pretty sure you know the answer to that. Unless it's something like, the sequel to this movie, but we're not there yet. We're here to honor my childhood and the beginning of this channel to end off this year. And we're gonna do it right. And this won't cut it. Come on. Okay. Dang it, check. Anyways, oh yeah, I should probably bring the lights there too. Yeah, they didn't seem as seamless as I wanted it to be. But anyways, enough beating around the bush. Let's get into it.
3, 2, 1. Ready for liftoff, Super Daniel Rocket. Get ready for it.
Oh yeah, one thing you guys have to take note is that the footage you're gonna see of the movie is going to be altered slightly so that Disney isn't gonna block this video for you guys, so yeah.
So we start off with a black screen. Duh. Well, to clarify, it's a black screen with, of course, Lightning McQueen's little narration to himself about he is Speed and all that.
Speed. I am Speed.
And I wasn't there, or I think I was. I am not really sure how my first experience watching this movie was because I seriously can't remember. The only image from that experience is where I was standing up apparently watching the opening race. But besides that, I can't remember anything. I just started to love cars and it just took off. But I can imagine how people felt when watching this opening scene for the first time. Just imagine you in 2006 and there's nothing on the screen when you're first watching the movie and all you hear is Lightning McQueen's voice with the surround sound. Did they have surround sound back in 2006? I have no idea. But let's just say the speakers really just, I guess, trap you in this weird intensity, just slowly building up to you entering the world of cars. Yeah, it's a pretty cool way to open the movie. So we go into the opening race of the movie as we see Lightning McQueen and actually get to know his character without him actually saying that much. Yeah, sure, the guy says a few things here and there.
Yeah, good job!
But yeah, most of the information is already presented to you on screen. And even if they have to say something, it's done in a pretty clever way. Like, of course, the movie needs to tell the audience that he is a rookie in the race. He is just starting off his career in this Piston Cup championship. And they were able to okay, how are we gonna explain that? Oh, we're gonna have the announcers say it, which, it makes sense, we're in a race, we're gonna have announcers. So yeah.
The rookie sensation came into the season unknown, but everyone knows him now.
The information is presented to you in a very clever way without making it just too easy by just saying, oh, this guy's arrogant.
when we first see him on the track, you can see him move around the cars in style, using the little side of the track to just move around, like doing a little tilt thing. I don't know what you call that. And then during a part of the race where things started getting crazy, like the big car crash, he is just really eager to just get through everything and, you know, make sure he can win no matter what, so he can get the fame he wants. And even when he did something crazy like jumping off a car and flying up into the air and just, you know, going up to impossible heights for a car like him, he still decides to make a scene and look good on camera. But of course, soon enough, his selfishness kind of got to him later on during the race, of course, when the rest of the cars decided to go to the pit stop to get fixed up. But he decides to still stay on the racetrack, just keeping the lead. And then even when he goes to the pit stop, he just came there to just get gas and drive on past. Of course, this led into his downfall because his tires get flattened since he didn't replace them. And yeah, he's even with that deflated tires, he still just really wants to get there. He's not giving up, and yeah, it just kind of leads to a little, well, three-way tie against the three main competitors of the race. Before we get into the main competitors of this race, I just want to appreciate Lightning McQueen's design because, of course, when Pixar wanted to find ideas on how to design Lightning McQueen, they were thinking of taking inspiration simply from, actual race cars, NASCAR, but they realized that the designs kind of look boring, to put it simply. So they took inspiration from stuff like apparently a Chevrolet Corvette 6 C6. Here's the picture, and we got this little design, this nice little curvy design, which I think really benefited this movie well, because not only it allows you to, see Lightning McQueen more easily in the slew of cars in the beginning race, but it also really shows his character. He really wants to show his style, and of course, you can also say that with his little paint job, which I also really like. You got the lightning bolt, which makes sense, I mean, if you have lightning, of course, people will pay attention to that. And funny enough, it's not actually his main name. His actual name isn't Lightning McQueen. It's actually Montgomery McQueen. Okay. That's a weird name. I guess you could. Yeah, I have no comment on that. Of course, as mentioned before, of course, one of the main competitors is Lightning McQueen himself. And we also got the King, who is like the main legend, I guess, of the movie. Of course, he's the main sponsor of the race. And yeah, whoever wins the last race will get his sponsor because he wants to retire. And this kind of led to Lightning McQueen really wanting to win and get more fame because, the King's very popular. And of course, our last little main competitor is Chick Hicks right there. And it's actually the person who caused that little car crash at the beginning. Chick Hicks is a classic case of, well, what the main character can become if he doesn't change his ways. I mean, he's a lot more eager to win than Lightning McQueen. Of course, as mentioned before, he decided to cause the little car crash. And funny enough, in the DVD for this movie, it's apparently a special feature to just see that particular scene. There's nothing edited in there, it's just the scene of him crashing the cars. I have no idea why that's a special feature. Yeah, the only reason I can think of why that bonus feature is there so that mischief makers like Interrupter, my little arch nemesis, could have a kick out of it. Besides that, I have no idea why it's there.
Oh yes, I'm so glad this is a special feature for us mischief makers to enjoy this carnage. Haha, extra points to me on the little pun there. Oh, this is so satisfying. Oh, I love this. Look at that. Boom, bang, bing. Oh, yeah, you might be wondering why I don't have a desk. Well, I wanted to buy this mattress over here, but I didn't have the money, so I had to sell my desk. Yeah, definitely worth it. Uh-huh.
And yeah, he's a lot more aggressive than Lightning McQueen when it comes to winning and getting the fame he wants. And I also really like that their designs kind of opposite each other because of course you got the little red and green, the classic complementary color dynamic. And I also really like that Chick Hicks has a lot more of a squarish design compared to Lightning McQueen's more curvy design. So yeah, they really reflect to each other well. And also what's cool, I mean, I'm not sure if Pixar really intended this, but of course Lightning McQueen's number is 95 and Chick's number is 86. They're almost close to each other, but apparently I don't think that really is the case. Apparently maybe they thought it is something that really made them convinced to use these numbers, but in hindsight, it's basically 95 is of course the year Toy Story came out and 86 is the year Pixar was founded. But oh well, I mean, it still works with the little opposites here. So of course the race that we saw in the opening was actually the final race of the season, and whoever wins will of course get the Dynaco sponsorship and of course the Piston Cup. But unfortunately, since it was a three-way tie between Chick Hicks, Lightning McQueen and the King due to, you know, the whole situation with Lightning McQueen, they decided to held another race in California.
Thank you. Thanks to all of you out there. Thank you. Hey, Rook, first one to California gets Dynaco all himself. Ah! No, not me. No, you rock, and you know that.
And somehow Chick Hicks decided to, you know, tease Lightning McQueen saying that, oh, whoever gets to, you know, California has a more guaranteed chance of getting the Dynaco sponsorship. And of course, due to Lightning McQueen's character at this time, he really wants to prove him wrong that yeah, he can beat him in anything and actually can be more famous than him. So he decided to really convince Mac that they need to go to the, you know, the California Raceway fast. And at this point, you kind of realize that Lightning McQueen's character is the main fault of him going on this crazy adventure throughout this movie. And of course, it worked out better for him as a result. And so we go on the road with Lightning McQueen and his driver, essentially Mac, who is a truck, of course, you know. I mean, yeah, trucks will carry cars around, and I'm guessing, of course, race cars don't really have a license to drive on the road, so makes sense. But one thing I also found cool about Mac is that, of course, he carries Lightning McQueen in what you call a howler, you know, the back thing that carries stuff. And it also really reflects Lightning McQueen's character well, with him, you know, wanting to be the most popular guy around and want all the fame and attention. You can clearly tell that in the howler as well. For example, of course, as you can see here in the King's howler, it basically just says Dynaco, the King 43, very basic. It's okay, it's nice. And this is Lightning McQueen's howler. You can literally see his face right there. Here, here, here. And if they could put it here, they'll probably put it here. So yeah, I really like that. A lot of other stuff really reflects Lightning McQueen well. Also, if you're wondering why this is more bigger than this, it's not because that's how it is in the movie, it's just because this one has a more cooler feature than this one. This one is just a nice little opening thing, but here is, yeah, beautiful. I'm so glad I found this at the airport one time. So yeah, now we have a little fun little montage of Matt going on the road on his way to California, which really isn't needed, to be honest. I mean, I love the song and it's a nice little montage and everything, but I don't think it needs to be as long as I needed it to be honest. I mean, I got this little fun reference to a Pixar short. Although it's a bit weird that there's birds in this universe, considering that everything in this world is basically a vehicle, even the animals. Yeah. I mean, come on, it's essentially if my friend Leonard decided to make a coffee for me and it's presented in this cool, fun montage. It's cool, but is it needed for this review? No. Ah, nice iced coffee. Just the way I like it. Hey Daniel, do you want some iced coffee? I can still make you some. I think we still have some left in the kitchen. No thanks, Leonard. I'm good.
But yeah, of course, soon enough, Lightning McQueen really pushes Mac to really go to California as early as he can. So far towards that, he won't give Mac a break, which kind of led into some little shenanigans with some, I guess you can simply say as hooligans, trying to mess with Mac during the night when he's so sleepy, which kind of causes Mac's hauler to shake about and accidentally open the door, releasing Lightning McQueen and dropping him down to the streets. I remember back in the day, whenever I want to rewatch this movie, I decided to really just skip along this scene of the movie because I thought the whole scene of Lightning McQueen getting lost was too scary for me. But I feel like my younger self should be lucky because, of course, the deleted scene is a lot more scarier. It has dead cars. Yeah, just literal dead cars. It's like if you run around the streets and then suddenly you're in a forest and there's just a bunch of dead people. Pixar, I don't know. I'm surprised they haven't done a horror movie at this point.